Hey guys, happy Sunday. I hope your day is awesome. We just got back from our trip and I want to show you what I do for meal planning. I usually take about 10 minutes, nothing more than 10 minutes to figure out my meals. And I kind of have the same thing pretty much a week over week, but I'll switch some things up. So if you don't know how to access the meal plan, the first thing that I do is click on the program that you are in with in on Beachbody on Demand, or if you have your booklet, just look in there. But I want to show you. So they have all these things for you up here, which I love. And then if you were ever wanted to check out a different program to see what the meal plan is, like you can check it out on there. I like this because all of the programs are switching over to using the containers because they work. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so this is Body Beast, phase 1 and phase 2. We're in phase 2 right now, and I am this one right here. So I have 4 servings of vegetables, 5 servings of fruit, 9 servings of carbs, 3 servings of protein, 1 serving of fat, 1 serving of seeds, which is another fat, and 4 servings of the teaspoons, which is another fat. So I already have this in my phone logged, and then I can just quickly access it. I jumped down. I was in this one before, and I readjusted it and went to this one because I realized that my lifestyle is more sedentary than it is movement. Working an office job versus being a teacher. You move a lot when you're a teacher, not so much when you are doing an office job. Okay, so that's how to get to the plan if you didn't know. So I want to show you, I have Google Docs. So I treat this just as I do with teaching. I have a Google Doc on Google Drive, and I have a meal plan, and I have meal plans that I've helped other people create. And I've done a couple different ways, but this has worked for me the past year, so this is kind of what I do. And I set it up just as I do a lesson plan that I would for a classroom. I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Usually Saturday and Sunday, I keep it kind of open. But I have my days here, and then I have my times of day that I eat. So I have my workout. I always eat something before I work out, especially with lifting. Like, we just need to eat before we work out. And then I have breakfast. It's around 9 a.m. Some of these times are going to be different just because I'm not on a strict schedule like I know a lot of people are. So this is kind of flexible for me. Lunch, probably about 3 hours after my breakfast. Snack I have as I'm maybe around 3, maybe around 4 p.m. And then dinner anywhere from 6:30 to like 7, maybe 7:30. And then I always have dessert. Obviously, dessert, you don't need to have dessert, but it's just something that I found helps me keep on track when I know that I have a meal after dinner to look forward to, and I always have my Shakeology. So I also have up here are all of the containers that match up with this. So how I remember it is green vegetables, like green vegetables, purple, I don't know, I think about grapes, yellow, I think about bread is yellow, so carbs are yellow, protein, I think about red, like red meat, and then blue, orange, and teaspoons, those are all fats. Those you can kind of interchange. I was reading an article on Beachbody On Demand, and it said the blue container is about 100 calories, and the orange container is also about 100 calories. And then 4 teaspoons of oil, that comes out to being about 160 calories. So, I mean, basically, these I kind of interchange while staying low with dairy. Like, while I love cheese, I know that my body does not need dairy, so I try to stay low with that. But nuts, hummus, oils, coconut oil, olive oil, those things I kind of let myself have interchangeably with these. Okay, so I'm starting out full banana. I'm going to have that every day this week. So I'm just going to copy and paste it. And look at how simple I keep this. Like, this is not rocket science here. Okay, for breakfast, I always have this, I always have a Recover. That's just a protein shake I have after my workout. When I was first starting 21 Day Fix and I couldn't remember the colors, I would change this into my document and I would make all of these like, okay, that's red and this is yellow. Now I get the hang of it. I know what is what, so I don't do that. It's kind of hard to see the font that way. But I'm going to copy this and put it here for all of them. I have my protein powder. I have almond milk. The only thing I need to make is the quinoa, which I can make tonight, and that'll be pretty simple, or I might make it tomorrow as I'm working. I kind of have that flexibility with being someone that works at home, but that would be something super simple to make. It takes about 15 minutes to boil. You can watch TV while you're doing it. And then my backup plan, if I didn't make the quinoa, then I would just have oatmeal. We have oatmeal in our cabinet. I'm trying to eat fewer grains, but oatmeal would be super simple to make if I didn't have quinoa or if I ran out of quinoa. So I always have those backup plans. Okay, so then you can see on the left I have 1 red, 3 yellows. So I would have 2 servings of yellow here or 2 servings of quinoa, 1 purple with the apple, and then 2 teaspoons of peanut butter right there. So I'm matching up. All right, with lunch, so since I went down 1 bracket on the meal plan, I have 1 fewer vegetable and 1 fewer protein. So I might have a protein at lunch, I might not. But I'm going to basically keep it the same thing. Salad with vegetables, hard-boiled eggs, tuna, chicken, beans, and quinoa and salad dressing. So I'm going to copy and paste this and put it in all of these. Now, I might have a salad with spinach one day, or I might have a salad with romaine lettuce, or I might have romaine lettuce with hard-boiled eggs and red beans, or I might have it with black beans, or I might have it with ranch dressing, or I might have it with olive oil. But I kind of switch it up, but I'm having the same base to keep it super simple. And all of those things, like it'll take 11 minutes to boil hard-boiled eggs. To open a can of tuna does not take very long. Chicken, I can put that in the crock pot. But I keep these things all very, very simple. I'm not looking for recipes. I just have these things to like make and go. So lunch is done. So I already have my breakfast. Like, look, half the day is done. Snack, again, I'm keeping it simple. 10 baby carrots and hummus. That knocks out a vegetable and a fat. So I also, because I'm eating a ton of food on Body Beast, I'm going to need to add a fruit here. So I'm going to add apple just because that's easy. I might have other fruit in the house. Usually we just buy apples and bananas because they're easy. The rice cakes have been really yummy with the hummus, so definitely going to stock up on those. And then dinner. Dinner is kind of up to Paul, kind of up to me. Because I work until 6:30, sometimes I get home at 7, sometimes I get home at 7:30, sometimes on Wednesdays I work late. So dinner is kind of open. I think that today we're just kind of lounging around the house. I'm probably going to make a chili, and then that's an option. We have tacos. That's super easy to do. But basically I just have ready to go meal ideas. I'm not very good about looking for recipes. Or I might say, oh, I want chili. Now I'm going to look up 21 Day Fix chili. Like that. Oops, 21 Day Fix chill. You get it. And then I might look at these. Or I might just look up a taco recipe. And look up something different besides ground meat. But I'm not the most creative with dinner. But again, my goal is to keep it simple. And then maybe once a week I will do a fancy recipe. And actually, I know that we have a spaghetti squash that I need to make. Spaghetti squash Paleo MG. This is my favorite recipe. So I definitely I need to make that because I don't even know if the spaghetti squash is any good anymore. So I might make that spaghetti squash for one night. But chili, tacos, leftovers. So basically during the week, and then obviously, guys, Pizza Friday, pizza and salad. Always have that on Pizza Friday. When I keep stuff very simple during the week and I know that I'm eating like 90% on course, that gives me a little bit more freedom on Saturday and Sundays to have treat meals. I don't want to go overboard with anything. I want to still make sure that I'm eating 90% clean, but I can have like a meal out on Saturday or a Bloody Mary on Sunday and not feel that guilt and not feel like I'm getting way off course. So that's how I do the week. And then dessert, like I said, I always have Shakeology for dessert. I might have it with like a crushed graham cracker or maybe a few marshmallows or something. But honestly, if I know that throughout the day I haven't had any added sugar, I'm okay about having a few marshmallows or a few chocolate chips on here. I'm okay with that if I do that. Just because I know, well, Jacqueline, you didn't have any, like, you didn't get a sugary drink from Starbucks, and I didn't get a can of Coca-Cola. So if I have a little bit of added sugar, it's not a big deal. So that's how I meal plan. Very, very simple. Nothing with recipes. And if you do something with recipes, obviously there's nothing wrong with that. This is just how I do it, and this is a system that works for me. In the past, when I looked up recipes for each meal, I would get super overwhelmed and then not make it and feel like it was just too hard to do. So this is what works for me. I would love to see what you guys do. I'm going to post a copy of this in our group. And yeah, have an awesome Sunday.